we also talked about, and Deion Sanders brought this up. Deion said, hey, it feels like everybody's getting into the Hall of Fame. How about we get different jackets? First ballot Hall of Famer. Now, he didn't say first ballot, but you get a gold jacket. We had one of our listeners say, how about a gold jacket? Everybody else, not a first ballot Hall of Famer, gets a silver jacket. I said, all right, I like it. But then people said, you're not being sensitive. How would you feel if you got a silver jacket? I go, well, be a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's all. You're not, so you don't get one. Eric in Florida joins us. Hi, Eric. What's on your mind?
Hey, Dan. How you doing?
Good, sir.
Good. Great segue to my question.
All right.
Going forward regarding the Hall of Fame, what do you think is going to be tougher for the committee to vote on? Quarterbacks or wide receivers?
Wide receivers. I think we have a better idea of how to classify a quarterback. And winning rings, we never, when's the last time you said, oh, how many rings did he win and he's not a quarterback? I mean, Calvin Johnson didn't come close. What, do you have one playoff win in his career? Barry Sanders didn't come close. Does Emmett get elevated because he had 3? Michael Irvin? No, the guy who got elevated was Troy. If Troy doesn't have any Super Bowl rings, he's not a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's not even Tony Romo. Yeah, Mark.
I have a name, speaking of rings. Odell Beckham.
No.
He was on the way. Now, if he has maybe another 3 or 4 really good years. Super Bowl, he's up there with Jerry as far as like the first 4 years. He's got a case if he has a couple more good years.
Well, he wouldn't be a gold.
His hair, maybe.
He'd be silver. Yeah, I mean, he was on his way, but then, wide receivers, is Cooper Kupp a couple of seasons away from being a Hall of Famer?
The way they're voting now, yes.
Well, I'm just saying that you're going to put up big numbers. I think it's harder to look at a wide receiver and go Hall of Famer, whereas a quarterback feels like, you still have a better sense of who is and who isn't. Yeah, Paulie.
I see what Marvin's saying, though. Hall of Fame careers, it's how they're staggered. You don't want to limp to the finish. If your last 3 years are your best, that's much better.
But did Terrell Davis get Tony Baselli in? Therefore, are we going to have a wide receiver? In fairness to what Marvin was saying.
Well, so Odell Beckham doesn't really – he has some injuries, but also he just kind of cooled off as a player. He averages 70 catches a year now when he's healthy. His first 3 years, though, I think Odell Beckham may have the best first 3 years of any receiver ever in the sport. He had 91, 96, 101 catches, 12 touchdowns, 13 touchdowns, 10. His first 3 years, he was well on his way, and then it just cooled off fast.
But how many years do you have to have where you can beat Terrell Davis or Tony Baselli? Because injuries have played a role in this. He's had a couple of knee surgeries here. So we haven't had a wide receiver yet who has a smaller sample size, have we?
Then there's Antonio Brown. He has a 4-year run that is first ballot type numbers.
Well, was Antonio Brown better over his first 4 years than Odell Beckham was over his first 4 years? Because Antonio Brown was spectacular.
Antonio Brown was first-team All-Pro 4 straight years.
Yeah, see, that's a big deal.
His numbers are quite a bit better than Odell Beckham's. Because Antonio Brown had 110 catches, 129, 136, 106, 101, 104.
Yeah, he's a better player. He didn't play in New York, and he became crazy later. Odell got all of that attention for that one-handed catch against the Cowboys before a playoff game, went to South Beach, and he colored his hair.
Antonio Brown had 700 catches in 6 seasons. Think about that for a second.
Well, he might have had the greatest start in NFL history, I'm going to guess.
Well, Brown's start, he actually was hurt his rookie year, and his second year didn't play much. But then from age 25 to 29, Antonio Brown had 4 out of 5 first-team All-Pros.
Yeah, that's
but the way he's worked himself out of the game the past 3 years is going to kill him.